Hello again everyone, Age of June here. We are back with another League of Legends Shoutcast. This is yet again a featured game, so I don't think I know any of these names whatsoever, so it's a whole bunch of people that I do not know, which is actually kind of cool too. It's nice seeing people who aren't stars at times, because, you know, you just get to see how other people play as well. You can see a lot of the videos that I cast are stars inside of streams and such. So you get to see their playstyle a lot. It's kind of cool seeing people who are not actually in there. So I decided to go ahead and cast this one, and here we are. Looks like I missed nothing from the minute mark on, so I decided not to go ahead and rewind that. And now we can go ahead and arrange the board here. We've got Zac, played by Vondill, versus Vladimir, played by The Thing, with threes and capital G's and such. Down in mid lane, we've got Xerath. Not my favorite skin, but, you know, still a cool skin. Played by Master of Law. And we're gonna go up top, because something just happened. Should have seen, I actually saw her coming up there, so really should have stopped. There we go. So she came in there, he got ignited, and Zac just tore him apart, as well as Shyvana. So yeah, of course he went down. And Zac lives. So that's very nice little gank there by Shyvana. Looks like Jarvan's actually wanting to come in as well. He's gonna run across Shyvana though. She says, oh, hi there. Oh, she missed her Q. There's a Q, right? Nope. Her E. Thought that was a Q, it is not. He actually, was that her or him that just ghosted? She ghosted. She ghosted, he jumped across. And now it looks like she wants to go ahead and turret dive. She's thinking about it. She's really thinking about it. If Zac pushes this in, I have a feeling that either way this guy's dead. I cannot see him getting out of this. Ooh, nice dodge of her E there. Zac is almost dead. And now Shyvana's in a little bit of trouble because Vladimir just came back. So actually Jarvan is going to escape this. And now they're going in on the Vladimir, who can probably take down Zac. But the Zac passive is still there. There we go. Down goes the Shyvana. Zac is going in now. Both of these guys are ridiculously low, but in came Lux as well. There is the passive from Zac. Xerath is here now. And... oh, no, he misses his Q. Had he not missed his Q, that guy would be dead. But he did miss his Q. Now he's having to try to run away. Lux is going in on him. The Jarvan's going to jump over this bush. And I have a feeling that Xerath is going to go down as well. Maybe not, maybe not. I have a feeling, though, she will probably end up binding him. It's up very soon. 4 seconds. I don't know. He's a little faster than she is. He actually might escape this. Oh! That did give her the time to get close enough, but she is going to escape this, especially since Shyvana came up to help. So it's a very nice play by the red team. It did not end up getting any... well, it did get kills, but it did not end up taking down the Xerath. And now we can see what exactly happened here. So the red team's actually under the tower, which is kind of interesting that they got quite so low. Ooh, Nami bubble. Yeah, those are always nasty. Nami bubble, good CC, and it lasted quite a while. Ezreal decided to stick around, which was not the best of decisions. He just took a lot of damage from those two. Sona's still there, got them both really low, but Ezreal's not really able to capitalize on it, so I think they're going to escape this. Nami's going to be able to heal the Varus up, and Varus. Sona's going to be able to heal the Ezreal up as well. So it's going to go back to just a regular farm lane, I believe. Yep, that's what it looks like. Alright. Nice shot, nice shot. Now we can go back to Lux here in the mid. We've got Lux played by either Inxsanools or Lawrencejame. I'm not sure which. My guess would be Inxsanools because I'm pretty sure it automatically capitalizes that. Looks like Varus got hit again, probably by an Ezreal Q, which got him low again. But they're still under that tower, so he's still pretty safe. We're gonna take a look at the AD carries here. Stuff happening up there. Yeah, let's go ahead and go up there first. And then we'll take a look at the AD carries. Alright, so Zac is a little bit more than a quarter health. Vladimir kind of decided to go in on, did a little bit of damage there. And out comes another Q very soon, I think. There's that Q, and... I don't think he's going to be able to kill him, but he got really close there. Now the Zac decided to stick around though, so if he sticks around too much longer, he will go down. Especially if the Vlad gets his pool up, but that's still 15 seconds away. Now the Vlad's actually going to go down. So that ends up being a 1-for-1, which is not bad. But if you notice, Vlad actually got around 200, I think it was 250 gold, whereas Zac got the full 300 because by killing him, that reset Vlad's death spree. So he ended up actually giving up the full 300 gold. So Zac actually came out of that slightly ahead. It was great for him. Alright, so down to the bottom, we've got Varus, played by DotaEliterStar, versus Ezreal, played by Lawrencejame. Why is it playing? Okay, whatever. The Nami is played by Biscut, versus Sona, played by Telebears. And then finally, we've got the junglers, Shyvana, played by Phantom X7, versus Jarvan, played by Kothve. Kothve? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Kothve. That sounds good. Sounds good, yes. So, as of right now, they're actually still pretty close in gold. It's 2-3 in the favor of the red team, which is where their 400 gold lead comes from. But really, I'm kind of surprised they're not further ahead. Actually, no, I'm not. Never mind. With 400 gold, that's about 1 kill. Zac is way too far out here. The Jarvan just went in on him. The Ignite comes out from Zac on that Vladimir, which means Vladimir's going to be forced to stay back. Zac is just walking around picking up his globules. And Zac actually ends up living through this. So there we go. Very nicely played by the Zac there, forcing that Vladimir back using his Ignite. But now he's in trouble because he got a little bit too far there. He is going to get out of this, though, using that jump. Jarvan does not have ulti. Jarvan may decide to tower dive this. No, it looks like he decided against it, which is a really good idea on his part. Tower diving that probably would have just resulted in him dying. It is kind of interesting to see 2 health-based champions up here, though. We have Vladimir, whose spells cost health, and Zac, whose spells cost health. Difference between them, Zac gets his health back by stepping on bloblets, whereas Vladimir gets health back by, his spells. Ooh, looks like Zac is actually coming around this way. He used his jump there. It's got a long cooldown this early in the game, so he's not going to be able to use it again, but it looks like he is going to come in. He's getting those bloblets, and now he's going in on the Vladimir. Shyvana comes in as well, so Vladimir is in a little bit of trouble here. And I feel Zac is going to go and slow him. Yes, there we go. Down he goes to that Shyvana. Is that going to kill him? I don't think so. No, not quite. 1 Q, I think, probably would have finished him off, but I'm not sure. That ult does magnify a lot of damage, but I'm not sure if it magnifies it quite that much. So there's the first blue of the game that is not going to a jungle. It did end up going to Lux, which is great for her. Jarvan's coming in for a gank down here. Sona is gone. There's no escaping for Sona. The question is whether Ezreal will live. It looks like Ezreal is going to live because they decided to chase that Sona so far. Oh, is he going to get? Yes, he did. That ability there, I think that's his E, yes. It was very close, but it missed him just enough that he was able to complete his B. So he ended up living thanks in large part to that Sona, kiting them away like that. Nicely played by both of them. Interesting choice to E right there. I guess, actually come to think of it, I guess that's fairly common because it does give him that stack and it does not push the wave. So if he E's over there, he gets that stack and it gives him more healing, etc. Which is what the stack there does. Increases his healing and regeneration by 4% each, and it increases the damage of Titan. So I think that's why he decided to go ahead and do it out there where he knew he was safe and he knew he was not going to be pushing that lane. He doesn't want to push the lane too far, although it ended up getting pushed anyway, which is great for Zac. Zac just says, fine, give me your farm. Mid lane, these guys have just seemed to be fairly boring so far. They're just farming. Lux did get a kill up top, which was not boring, and then, the whole chase scene between Xerath and Lux and Jarvan and everybody else. But other than that, they've really not been doing too much. So, they've just been farming. Kind of a boring mid lane, but, that's the way it goes. Better for them, I suppose. And down here, Ezreal and Sona have just gotten a lot of damage on this tower. They're not going to be able to take it down. Nami is here to push them back, but it's going to go down pretty quickly if the red team does not do something. The question is, the blue team's tower is pretty close to full health. It's 3/4. So, not quite sure where that'll end up coming up. Another bit of harass there from Sona. She did get caught by that bubble, and in comes the Jarvan. There goes the Nami ult. Sona is yet again going to go down. Yes, she does go down indeed. Shyvana is here to try to counter date, but it's a little too late for that, as it is currently 3 versus 2. There's the flash from Ezreal, getting him out of there. He is going to survive, but again, the Sona died. Vlad almost died up here, but he ended up surviving. It's good to see how. And then we'll go back down the bottom. Now it's just a little bit of a trade between the two of them, not too much. Xerath's on his way down though. Not sure what exactly he's doing. Ah, he sees them in that ward, and he's gonna go ahead and back off because he figures by now that Lux is probably coming. Shyvana's over here. I think she was checking out the Baron, but she just had to ulti out. I think she's still gonna end up going down. There's her ghost, but she did indeed end up going down. She dodged the Lux ulti though, so you know that's good. And now Xerath is up here pushing. They are going to get this dragon for free. There's really not much the blue team can do about it. So very nicely played by them. Zac is letting the minions go to this tower. And Vlad only missed 1 CS. Just not bad at all. Well, from that, I mean, he may still lose other CS from other things, but from him not being there, he only missed 1. Zac is just waiting to push. Ooh, very nice by the Vlad. He was able to check to see, and in goes the Zac. He'll go ahead and pick up his little bloblets and do some more damage to the Vladimir. Not bad at all. He's gotta watch out there. Does Zac still does that passive up? His passive is up, yes. So he may end up being able to force Vladimir into something that Vladimir's not quite expecting. I like the Spectre's cowl there. Good magic resist versus Vlad means Vlad's not going to be doing quite as much. Plus that shield is awesome. I do like that. And it goes into the spirit of... I don't remember the name of it actually. But it's a really great item on Zac. Spirit Massage. That's the name of it. Spirit Massage. I knew it had something to do with spirits. I just wasn't sure exactly what it was. But yeah, that's what he's building first, which honestly... I do not blame him at all. That's exactly what you want to do when you're against a Vladimir. I mean, Spirit Massage, when you're Zac, you get that extra health. No goodbye, Xerath. No, sorry, it's not going to be enough. He got caught there. I think he was still stealing the Wraiths, yeah? Yeah, that's what he was doing. He just finished stealing the Wraiths, and they all caught him, and he just died. They all collapsed on him. The kill actually went to Vladimir, which is not good for Zac. Zac is probably not too happy. Oh, stuff happening down here too. Let's go back. Ah, the bubble from Nami. Very good at landing her bubbles, and Ezreal's surprisingly not good at dodging them. He's got his E, but it's not quite enough. He's getting really low here, and I'm not sure who's gonna come out ahead. It looks, oh, the barrier bait, yes. And he dodges that. Down he goes, but the Varus goes down as well to Sona, actually. Sona is now trying to chase down this Nami, but in comes Jarvan. The bubble comes out, and Sona got bubbled. She flashed away from that Q, but I think she's going to go down. She does indeed go down to that Jarvan. And now in comes the Shyvana. She's going to go ahead and take down the Nami, who tried to flash over the wall, but failed. And now Jarvan and... Shyvana just kind of going into a little... Shyvana was actually going for the ward, which Jarvan really should have done, but he didn't think about it at the time from the looks of it. So that ward ends up going down. And... yeah, he really probably could have done a little bit better there. It should have been a trade between the two of them. They both should have got each other's wards, but he attacked her instead. It might have just been a misclick. I'm not sure. But had he managed to do it, it would have ended up being an unwarded bush right now, instead of a blue warded bush. Alright, so there's the second blue of the game going to Lux. Well, second blue that goes to Lux of the game, not, you know what I mean. It's not the second blue of the game, that's the third blue of the game for the red team. Xerath does not appear to have blue at the moment. Shyvana's probably going to give it to him very quickly here. Not sure what he's doing. But we've got Zac yet again waiting in the bush. And there's the Ignite from Vladimir. The Zac, though, is pretty good at this. There is his ulti. He flashed over there. Vlad's in quite a bit of trouble there. He already used his ability to go under in a puddle, so I don't think he's going to be able to escape this. Zac is going around picking up his bloblets. In comes the Jarvan. There we go. And I don't think the Vlad's going to die. Oh, very close. He's going to die. He is going to die. No. Yes, he is, because Shyvana. So there we go. In goes the Shyvana. The Vlad is still not quite dead yet, and now he's dead. The Zac is coming up. I think he's going to be able to reform before he dies. Yes, he did indeed reform, so he did not die at all. And down bottom, we had another kill. Let's go down and see. Nicely played there by Zac and Shyvana, able to prevent him from dying. Very nice follow-up there by that Shyvana. Able to read the jungle very well. That's one thing that you have to really be able to do as a jungler, is read that jungle and tell what exactly is going on. Ow. Alright, so okay, that's how she got the kill. She ended up using her ulti and she got the kill with that. The Varus almost died there. Ezreal got really low as well. But the Varus has Nami here, which means he gets healed. And yeah, they're gonna go in on the tower. Up here, they got Jarvan up to that tower, but they were not able to take him down, and he actually almost killed the Zac. Ooh, is he gonna live? No, he's not gonna live. And the barrier, as well as that heal from Nami, were enough to make it so that Varus could escape. So now they're almost definitely gonna take, yeah, they are definitely gonna take down this tower. There are more than enough minions to finish it here alone, and Nami's going in and actually helping them out. Well, I could be wrong though, because there are more blue minions. Still think she's going to take it. She's probably going to take a couple tower shots to do so. Yes, one tower shot actually. But she does end up taking it down. I was wrong about there being enough minions to take it down alone though. Nice attempt there by Xerath. Did not end up hitting. I like seeing Xerath. I used to play him a decent amount in the mid lane. I really enjoyed him. For me though, it's just that I have not really played mid very much recently. As I'm sure anybody who watches my channel knows, I play a lot of support, and usually jungle if I'm not playing support. So, I'm kind of weak on Xerath anymore. I'm a bit nervous about the idea of playing him. He's still really enjoyable to play, but I don't think I would be able to do well enough to do so. She was picked up by this ward. Jarvan's coming in for a gank, but he knows she's here. Now in comes the Lux as well. She is in a little bit of trouble there. She does have her ulti though, so even if they did decide to go in on her, she'll be fine. And Xerath and Lux are both right about the same health. Does he have his ulti? He does have his ulti. She has hers as well. He almost died. There goes the barrier, and he is going to go down for this. Down he goes to that Jarvan. Very nice by the Jarvan, coming around from behind, and Xerath really overstayed his welcome there. Up top, we've got Zac and Vladimir continuing to trade. These guys just have it in for each other this game. Interesting bloblets. I'm not sure I like it, but they're very interesting. I do like the green Zac skin better. I don't know. The purple one's very menacing, and I don't really like that on Zac. I mean, that's not Zac. The entire main character of Zac is that he's this happy-go-lucky wobblet thing that people made and forced to do things. But with the purple Zac, he's really not that. Zac is gonna get this kill, by the way. Down goes the Vladimir, nicely played by that Zac, walking around, getting those bloblets, keeping himself healed up. But yet again, red team gets the dragon, and again, there's nobody around to even do it. So let's go see what happened to Shyvana and Ezreal. All right. So we've got Shyvana going off and doing the double buffs here. There's a pink ward in here, and okay, so there's a ward from Sona coming out. In goes the Jarvan, in goes everybody. Shyvana actually just jumped in there onto that Varus. She's the only one there. Ezreal's trying to get to her. There's the bubble from Nami, which ends up helping her take her down. The ulti comes out from Varus, which ended up traveling to the Ezreal, which is why he was stuck there. Sona successfully escaped, but 2 for 0. Not really a great thing. And then, of course, up here with a 1 for 0. Nicely played there, Zac. Nicely played indeed. But they got a dragon for that. And again, that is not good at all for the blue team. Things are not looking pretty for them, but they're only 5k behind, and they can easily come back from that. That is not nearly enough of a lead that it is completely insurmountable. Not at all. Especially, you know, Zac being on their team, he is definitely a late game champion. He's very strong late game. Xerath is good late game. Ezreal, not as much. Varus, I think, is actually stronger late game than Ezreal. But even still, I think they do have a decent late game team. So we'll have to see what ends up happening here. I mean, Nami's got a lot of disengage, and she'll be very strong late game as well. But I think the blue team's late game's a little bit better. It's not great, but I think it's better. as long as they can keep from falling too much further behind. Zac, of course, like I said, is ahead, and that's great for him. He just needs to keep with his lead and hopefully help the rest of his team to not continue to get rid of any lead. There we go. Farm-wise, if you take a look at it, they're actually pretty close. They're decently close. Red team is definitely ahead in farm, but they're not way far ahead that's completely destroyed and shut down the blue team. Not at all. Not at all. To be fair though, their difference is bigger than their difference. 7 there, 10 there. I mean, not that much for them. But those guys, that's a pretty big difference there. Almost 30, but not quite. Alright, so it looks like the red team is kind of congregating mid. They want to take down this tower, and they're probably going to be able to do it. There's not really much the blue team can do. They're too spread out. Xerath has decent wave clear, so he will be able to prevent it for this one. But if they do decide to come back for it again, I think it's going to go down. Jarvan is trying to give this blue buff to Lux, who's not even paying attention, and is not heading over there at all. Now she's finally on her way over. Jarvan's like, what the heck? Are you coming? And she's like, okay. Fine. Blue buff. Not paying attention at all. This thing's gotten pretty low there. So that is actually 2 towers for the red team that are very low. If the blue team does decide to go ahead and take those down, they will very quickly close a lot of the gap that they've already have there. I mean, not all of it, not by any means all of it, but they will close a lot of it. Took a bit of damage there from the Lux. He's going to be forced to go back. Varus is back as well, though, so right now it would be 4 versus 4 if a team fight occurred, but I don't think that's going to happen. I'm not sure what Lux is doing all the way back here. Not sure at all. Interesting. The thing. Alright. So, Ezreal's down here farming, and honestly, that's probably not the best of ideas with the entire red team mid lane. Red team's gonna take down this tower. There's not much that these two can do alone. Down goes the tower indeed. Shyvana got hit by that ulti there, or not ulti there. The snare from Vayne. The Xerath ulti is just tearing these guys apart though, especially when considered with the Zac ulti. So down went Nami. The Vladimir's almost dead. Jarvan's able to take down the Sona, and Zac, unfortunately for them, went down to the Vladimir. And now the rest of the blue team is on the run. So Shyvana died, Sona died, and Zac died, all for Nami. And they lost the tower as well. So yeah, definitely not the best of decisions to be there for one thing, under the tower. With the rest of your team not there, you just need to fall back if it's a 5-man push. I mean, they could not have defended that. There was no doubt about it. They tried to defend it, and they ended up dying for it. And at the same time, you've got Ezreal, who is down here farming when he really should have been mid, preventing them from going in on that tower, because you could tell by their posturing, they were pushing, they were wanting to take down that tower. And it just happened. That's exactly what happened. These guys are gonna go, probably just go in on Nami though. She's gonna go ahead and body block this. She does not do much damage. Oh, there's 4 minions. That Lux ulti came through and they just all burnt to the crisp. So mean of Lux. Such a jerk. And now the top tower for the blue team is looking almost as bad as the red tower for the red tower. Yes, red tower. Shyvana's coming up here, gonna go ahead, probably ward up here, I guess. She's not gonna get rolled. Nope, she's not even warding. Does she have wards? She does not have wards. No wards. Zac is over here. Looks like Shyvana's coming over, and Varus is as well. So they're gonna go ahead and go in on this. And unfortunately for that, Shyvana, she was immediately picked out by Varus, and she went, "Oh crap! I gotta get out of here." And now the rest of the red team is congregating up there, but the blue team seems very disorganized this game. I'm really not sure what they're doing, but they just seem they're not really together. Everybody's doing a different thing, all apart. Interesting Nami ult there, trying to grab them so that the rest of the red team could catch up to them, but it did not end up landing, and didn't end up doing quite what she wished. So finally, the blue team is together there. Nice dodge of that Lux spine there, and now it looks like they're going to go ahead and push down this tower, or at least try. I don't know that they're going to be able to get it. It's a pretty full tower, and Lux has really good wave clear. So no, they're not going to be able to do it, and they're scattering again. Kind of scattering. They're not really completely scattering, but they're kind of scattering. So one thing about the blue team I've noticed in this game, they don't really work together. They're just doing their own little thing. Everybody's just walking around doing their own little thing. They're not playing as a team, they're playing as 5 separate individuals that just happen to be on the team. So I think that is a very large part of what keeps going wrong with this. The red team is doing pretty well at playing as a team, but the blue team is not so much. You see Shyvana go diving in, and the rest of her team just not even there. Not even there. They're pretty close, but they were not close enough to capitalize on it. So yet again, that was a 3 for 1. And there's a bubble, so down goes the Ezreal as well. He does flash. I think he's still going to go down though. Yeah, he's going to go down to Lux now. He ran the wrong way. Boom! Oh, nice dodge. Still going to go down, but that was a really awesome dodge. I like that play. And Xerath is the only survivor. There comes another dragon for the red team. Yeah. You notice in pretty much all of these team fights, though, you see the red team all sticking together, being a team, and then you see the blue team, you got a couple of people here, a couple of people here, and when the engage happens, the red team just engages and takes down a member, and takes down another member, takes down another person, and the blue team says, "Ooh, we should go in," and one person goes in, another person goes in, and that's just really tearing them apart, and I think that's a large part of what's going on here. And it's given a huge lead to the red team now. They are now 11k up, and their lead just keeps climbing. Because every team fight, it's not so much a team fight as it is a team versus 5 individuals. Hopefully these guys can pull it through together. It'll make for a little more interesting game at least. But I don't know. I just do not know. By the way, I have picked up Nami recently. My most recent video of silver support gameplay actually has Nami in it. I find her very entertaining. I did a lot of practicing with her in normals. I've also been practicing Janna as well, so we may see a Janna eventually in my ranked games. But yeah, I really enjoy her. I enjoy the disengage, and she's really all around a fun champion to play. She does not have much damage. Even the harass she does have with her W there, it really doesn't hit incredibly hard. But because with Tidecaller's Blessing plus the bubble and her ulti there, she's just a very strong champion all around. It's just, you know, she doesn't have a ton of harass. That ping right there, that was the red team saying, "Hey, Ezreal's down bot, we should get Baron." And it seems like they are all converging on Baron here, putting out these wards. These guys are going back, blue team has no idea. So yeah, the red team is going to get this Baron for free, and the blue team is not even paying attention. Sona has not really warded it. She has wards elsewhere. Let's see. Does it show how many? Yes, she has 3 ghost wards out, but she really needs to try to put a ward at Baron. It's too late now anyway. And there went that Baron, and the red team, the blue team just turned roar as Baron dies. And now Sona's gonna die. There is her ulti. In comes the Nami ulti. Down goes the Sona. Zac tried his best to save her. Did not end up happening. He got bubbled there. And now he got grabbed by the Lux. Snare. He is gonna go down. Is his passive up? His passive is up, so even if he does go down, he won't die. But he died way over here, so he is gonna die now. And he died on the tower. He actually might have survived that, but he unfortunately ran way the heck over here, where he would be completely out of range of any tower. So down goes that tower now. Xerath is gonna die as well. Oh, very nice flash there, so he's not gonna die. You're really close though, and that Lux ulti almost took him out as well, but he was able to dodge around that. These guys are great. And the red team is just pushing. They're going to go ahead and go in on this tower. I don't think they're going to be able to finish the game quite yet, as blue team is still pretty strong here. But I could be wrong because they are taking down this tower. Shyvana just jumped in. The rest of the blue team is still not really here. Xerath is trying his best to siege. Down with the Shyvana, down with the Sona, and yeah, they actually are going to go ahead and end this. Out comes the ulti there from Xerath. But that was a double kill there, and both of those guys went down. Down goes the Nexus, and that is the end of this game. Red team wins it by a long shot. Nami takes that last split second to die. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at their CS and such. We've got Zac with 140 CS versus 152 for Vladimir. Vladimir is 2-6-10 versus 4-5-3. Zac actually played a lot better than Vladimir up top, I think. He did really well, but he was just not able to carry the team late game. The Vladimir has Spirit of Spectral Wraith, Twin Shadows, Sorcerer's Shoes, Blasting Wand, and a Negatron Cloak versus Warmog's Armor, Spirit Visage, Sorcerer's Shoes, and a Health Potion. It's an interesting idea there, going ahead and getting that Warmog's Armor, giving him that even more health coming from his little blobas. Coupled with Spirit Visage, that's pretty huge. We've got Lux with 246 CS versus 201 for Xerath. She's 2-0-12 versus 0-3-3. She's pretty far ahead of him there. She's got Rabadon's Death Cap, Athene's Unholy Grail, of course, Sorcerer's Shoes, No Enchant, Blasting Wand, and a Doran's Ring versus Athene's Unholy Grail, Nisi Large Rod, Sorcerer's Shoes, Blasting Wand, Doran's Ring, and a Sight Ward. The Varus is at 191 CS versus 157 for Ezreal. 14-2-6 versus 2-5-2. That is a huge difference, and that right there is a very large part of why this team won. As well as Jarvan. Jarvan was actually really good too. The Varus has Infinity Edge, Blade of the Ruined King, Phantom Dancer, Zeal, interestingly enough, and a Berserker's Grease. I guess he was going for Static Shiv as well, which you don't normally see those two both, but that's what he's going for. I guess it works well with his passive. And the Ezreal has the Bloodthirster, Glacial Shroud, Sheen, Doran's Blade, and a Boots of Speed. It looks like he was kind of going somewhat blue Ezreal. He was going for the Iceborne Gauntlet there, but he didn't end up being able to finish it. Nami is at 14 CS versus 18 for Sona. She is 2-3-18 versus 1-8-4. Big difference there. Ruby Sightstone, Ionian Boots of Lucidity, no enchant. Interesting cooldown reduction there, not bad. Fiendish Codex, more cooldown reduction. Cage's Lucky Pick, Philosopher's Stone, and a Sight Ward versus Ruby Sightstone, Ninja Tabby, Philosopher's Stone, Elixir of Brilliance. That's odd. And a Mana Potion. The Jarvan has 89 CS versus 130 for Shyvana. He is 7-0-15. So yeah, like I said, he played really well this game. She is 3-6-4. She actually played really well too. She pulled off a couple of really good counter ganks, but it was not quite enough. He's got Spirit Visage, Spirit of the Ancient Golem, Giant's Belt, Boots of Mobility, and a Chain Vest versus Spirit of the Ancient Golem, Phage, Boots of Swiftness, Giant's Belt, Pickaxe, and a Ruby Crystal. So that is the end of this game. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I shall see you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye.